Hello, beautiful Virgo, and welcome to your money and career guidance. And this is for the next 4 to 6 weeks, so middle of October to the middle of November, towards the end of November. Take it as it resonates. It's good for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross-watching. All right, everything you need to know is in the description box. I do still keep getting emails saying, how do I book in? Everything is through my website and the link is below. All bookings are through my website. You don't need to email me. You just click on that. It's an automated system. All right. Come on then. Let's have a look what we've got for my fellow Virgos for money and career for the next month or so. And calling all YouTubers, those of you who have got your own channel or want your own channel, I've got a class next month, 11th of November, on how to start and grow a successful YouTube channel. All right, giving you all the knowledge that I have, the mistakes I've made that you don't need to. Okay, all right, let's have a look what we have. Okay, interesting. Now I want this one. I want to talk to you for a minute. Okay, this Between Worlds has come out quite a bit for Virgos over the last couple of months, and what it's saying is we're not quite there yet. All right, I know, it's kind of, but I want to be there now. I want to be there yesterday, in fact. But we're in that process. Okay, so I'm just listening to my team and they're saying, look, we're in eclipse season at the moment. We've just had the big new moon solar eclipse. We've got another one coming up in 2 weeks, the full moon eclipse. Now, this is all about over the next 6 months. So, right, they're saying big shifts next spring. And I know it's months and months away, all right? And I know we want everything to be in place tomorrow. Well, for me, yesterday. You know, Virgos, we are known for being a tad impatient, yes? However, there is a purpose in everything. If that success was to hit overnight, and it does for some, it has its own challenges, success overnight. Whereas when you are gradually going up that hill, you're pacing yourself, you're learning along the way, that by the time you get there, you're ready for it. So we are in this between worlds, okay? Now, I'm talking to those of you who are trying to sell your home. This is money and career, and your home is your biggest money investment, or who are trying to get the promotion, or who are trying to develop their business, that it takes a bit of time. We've been in this shaking up energy since July, August, September, and here we are October, and we've still got this Between Worlds card. What is feeling is that we have shifted out from what doesn't serve us. That feels like it's behind. You see it, that the back end of this flamenco is in the black and white and the clouds. The front end is in the colour and the light and the blue skies. Number 3, expansion. We're expanding, we're growing, but we're in the process, okay? Now, we've got chop wood, which means that in order for us to fully get into this, we need to still be cutting things out and cutting things away. Chop wood is all about what needs to go. That broom, you know, a good clear out, clean out. And for my watchers in the Southern Hemisphere, in Australasia, you are in your spring. This is a good spring cleaning. But equally in the autumn, which all of us in the Northern Hemisphere are in, when you think about the autumn and what nature does, it comes along in the autumn with all those winds and storms. And what it's doing is it's pushing through, and all the dead wood or dying wood or decaying stuff is blown free, and that leaves the trees fresh to create new growth. And that's kind of what's going on for us. But we're not on our own, because we've got the leg up card. Now, I like this, okay? This is all about somebody, or within you, or spirit is helping you to get that leg up that you want. If you're wanting to expand that business, if you're wanting to grow that membership, like me, I've just started a Patreon membership. If you're interested, the link is below. It's new growth, it's new ideas, it takes time to get the ball rolling. Yes, at the moment I think I've got 4 members, but that's okay. I'm going to be putting the 2023 annual readings on there, so I haven't sorted that yet, but I will be. So anybody on the Patreon is going to get those. I normally sell them on my website, but I'll do it through Patreon instead. So, we're coming up with these new ideas. I'm a Virgo too. So those of you, generally Virgos, were really good business people because we're creative and earthy and grounded. But also we tend to be quite intuitive and we're creative. So we're combining all of that. So whether that is within a job or a business or within your finances, it is shifting things forward, and there is a leg up here, but we're not quite there yet. I know, don't groan. Well, groan. And it's frustrating to see that between worlds when we want to sort of say, right, tomorrow everything's opening up and my whole life financially and career-wise is going to take off tomorrow. But you are working towards it. So don't delay. Don't kind of go, oh, well, there's no point then. I'll look at it in the spring. No. We're moving towards that now. So let's get an animal card. Let's get an animal oracle, please, for my Virgo. Key themes for money and career. Key themes. Scarab beetle. Magic works through you. See, this is what I'm saying. Virgos, we are master magicians. We are master manifestors. And we have the magic within us to create. So we're moving into that creative energy. Now, sometimes, especially with that chopwood card there, that we have to clear out, clean out before we can begin to create that wonderful thing that we want to create. They're telling me to get another one of these. Okay. Tell me a little bit more then before we go to the tarot. Okay, time for a nap. Doesn't surprise me with Virgo because we overwork, don't we? We get a little bit tired. Time for a nap. So, all right, for us to fully get into this magic energy, we need to be energized. We need to have that energy within us to be able to fully step into that creative power. And often we lose the balance. You do. Okay. Where it's all work, no play, or it's all giving and no receiving, it's the balance is off. So in order for us to truly get into that new world that we want to be and get out of the between worlds and actually step into the new world, we need to have a look at that and just take a step back and breathe. Okay. All right. Let's go to the tarot. Oh, left one behind. We want that. Okay. Let's find out some more for my Virgos. Money, career, please. Money, career. Okay. Oh, nice. We like the 9 of coins coming out when we're looking at money. That's mini Empress energy. Okay. And the 6 of coins. A lovely jubilee. All right. That's being open to receive. And it's under that chop word. It's telling me. And the sun. All right, look, this is, see, I told you don't panic, didn't I? I told you it'd be all right. Okay, no, keep going. All right. Okay, Queen of Cups and the 8 of Wands. Look, this is wonderful. All right, this is wonderful. So, yes, we're not there yet, grown. However, we have the 9 of Pentacles. That's what we're trying to move towards. The 9 of Pentacles is a fiercely independent energy, being able to provide for yourself financially, being able to meet your own needs, not having to rely on other people. So that's what we're working towards. That's what we want to get into, right? In that new world, we want to be able to really be flush financially. Now, the chopwood is supported by the 6 of coins. Now, we like the 6 of coins. It's a wonderful card. It's all about, here you go, here's the money. Here you go. There's the money for you. There's always the scales there on the 6 of Pentacles. And the scales are representing balance. So, chop wood. What do you need to chop out that is taking away your balance? Are you open to receive, or do you shut that down? I don't want to be beholden to anybody. I don't want to owe anybody. I don't want any favors from anybody. That kind of attitude, which we do tend to have, right? We do. Come on, admit it. We do. We have that, I can do it, and I can do it better than you. And most of the time, we can, and we do. But we need to know and be able to discern when is it right to open up for advice and guidance, and when is it right to just get on with it ourselves. Now, the advice here, because we've got chopped wood with the 6 of coins, this is a card of I know my worth and I'm not going to overgive and exhaust me. I'm going to protect me. I know my worth to be able to receive everything I deserve. So it comes down to that deservability. Do you believe that you deserve that big pay rise or that amazing business or that financial investment to really come off? If you do, then look for the help and be open to it, a leg up. I love this card. These little baby polar bear, look, climbing up on mum or dad's back there. You're being given a helping hand so that you can come into the sun, all right, which is that sunny side that we want to get into. The sun is the most positive card in the deck. It's uplifting, it's enriching. And of course, when the sun shines, whatever it shines upon will grow. It's difficult for things to grow in the shade. Not all, some plants are designed to grow in the shade, but for most people and plants and animals, we thrive when the sun is shining and it's warm. There's growth, all right? So that wants to come in, that growth wants to come in, but be open to receive help and be open to get rid of any blocks that you have about receiving help. Most of us have been through a situation where somebody's helped us and then they've used it as a tool against us. And what that does is it puts us off letting anybody help us again. Now, that's just that one person who was probably a little manipulative. We don't want to shut down all help just because of one idiot. Yes? So we're in the magic. We are in the magic to create and manifest, and we're doing it from a place of flow. The Queen of Cups, abundance and emotionally in a good place. She's got a cup there. You usually see her with a storm behind her on its way out. She's been through it and she's come out the other side stronger for it. Compassionate, loving, and quite intuitive of all the queens. She is the most intuitive. So we're in that flow. And we want things to move forward. The 8 of Wands is the minor arcana equivalent of the Chariot. So this is victory and success and forward movement and good news. This is a very positive card. Now it's under time for a nap. So this is indicating that news is coming in and you can move forward, but you need to come at that movement forward full of energy and full of beans and not exhausted. So have a good rest first and then you can move yourself forward. All right, let's add some more information. This is the Moon and Stars Tarot, and I've got the deck upside down or inside out. Oh, they're all over the place. Okay. All right. Okay. All righty. I don't read reversals, so if they come out upside down, I will correct them, unless my spiritual team tell me not to, which they do occasionally. Alrighty, tell me more for my beautiful Virgos. Did I tell you that's the Tarot of Dreams? Okay, alrighty. Okay, so we got the Page of Swords, education, educating yourself. We have got the 4 of Wands. That's a wonderful card. That's your 1111 card, stability and security. Oh, nice. We've got the Fool. Now we can shift from that between worlds towards that new that we want to have. And I want both of those. The Ace of Wands and the 5 of Swords. We want that upside down? No, leave it as it is. All right, and add another one. Okay. 5 of Swords is not a good card. It's battle and conflict with the Devil. Okay, that's you arguing with yourself. But then we've got the Chariot. All right, okay, all right. We'll look at that little group when we get to the end. But look at this. We've got the Fool. So we started here with the Between Worlds saying that we're not quite there yet. And then halfway through the reading, so halfway through this period, so probably middle of November, that is when the Fool is really starting to kick in because it's under the sun. The sun is going to give light to this brand new beginning. All right, so it's coming. It's on its way. Don't give up. So hang on in there, okay? So the between worlds with the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Page of Swords, it says education on it. It is educating. It means that you are researching, you are looking on social media, you're making phone calls, you're communicating, you're reaching out, you're sending emails, you're doing what you need to do to get yourself moved forward because you are wanting this new beginning. Now the Chopwood with the Six of Coins and the Four of Wands. Now, Four of Wands is a wonderful card of home and celebration and promotions and security. It means that you've got everything in place now to be able to move forward into that new beginning with the Fool. So with the Chopwood, is there something or someone within your home life that you need to make some shifts and make some changes? So this can be that you are selling up, moving home, because we're chopping wood, in order for you to receive. Let's say, for example, you are asset rich and cash poor. All your money's in your house, but you haven't got any money in your wallet. So maybe it's time to sell up, buy something cheaper, release some of that capital. That could be something that you're doing here. Another one could be with the chopwood. Another example can be that you are getting rid of somebody in the home who is not showing you your worth, who is throwing the balance out and making you exhausted. Perhaps you've got an adult child living with you who is constantly leaning on you. And it's time for you to chop that out and say, it's time for you to move out. Go get your own place. You're draining me financially. Whatever this is for you, this can also be, of course, a job. All right, that you're getting rid of a job so that you can receive a better job. So however it applies to you in your own world and your own life. But the leg up, somebody is helping you to step into that sun and that new beginning with the Fool. So it could be a realtor that's helping you sell your home. This could be a recruiting agent, a recruitment consultancy firm who help you get the right job. It could be HR at the company you currently work saying, yes, you're ready for the next step. We're going to put you on a management program, something like that. Okay, for those of you not working and nothing to do with home, this could be you getting some financial advice about your investments, your pension, and shifting it into something new that is going to work better for you, because we've got the Ace of Wands next to the Fool. This is double message of that new beginning wants to come in. Based on the magic, based on you creating it. You are the master manifester, all right? You're doing this, okay? And it wants to go forward. I said to you that Eight of Wands is the minor arcana equivalent to the Chariot. The Chariot has now come out. But before we get to the Chariot, we have got to navigate our way through these two. So the Five of Swords is all about, it says revenge. That doesn't align for me at all. Never mind the word. The Five of Swords is an internal battle, an internal conflict, arguing with yourself, doubts and fears and wibbles and wobbles. And with the Devil as well, those doubts are keeping you stuck and keeping you trapped. That is, excuse me, that is your inner voice, your insecurities kind of going, well, perhaps we should just stay where we are. It's safe there. We've been there a while. It's okay. We'll leave the investments there. You're talking yourself out of it, right? When the energy here wants to move you forward, okay? The Eight of Wands with the Chariot, this wants to go forward. So time for a nap. When we look at this together, I don't know about you, but in my experience, when I'm overtired, I am more grumpy, I am more negative, I am more fearful, and so I think are most people. So if you are overtired, you may feel like, I just don't have the energy to apply for that job or move those investments or sell my home. I don't have the energy, I'm just too tired. So that can be linked into why you feel so stuck. But if you have yourself a good rest, take some time for you, all right? If you've been overgiving, if you've been overworking, take some time to allow yourself to just come back to you, and then you'll find you're able to overcome this, and then we can move forward with the Chariot. Okay? Does that make sense? I hope so. All right, let's find out some more. And I am going to the legacy of the Divine Tarot. Okay. All righty. Tell me more for my Virgos, please. I'm loving the new nails. I've never had that before. Yeah. Finding it difficult to pick the cards up, mind, but there we go. Right, tell me some more for my Virgos, please. Thank you so much. Okay. So we've got the wheel. Lovely. The wheel is turning in your favour. We are moving ourselves towards that new beginning that we are wanting. Let me just get some water. Hold on. The Wheel of Fortune is karma, fated, destined, meant to be. You are meant to be moving forward. All right. We have the Lovers with that leg up and the chopped wood. All right. So the Lovers can be talking about a relationship around you where you might be actually chopping out that relationship. All right. Because it could be draining you, and not with that Six of Coins, which is knowing your worth and receiving your worth, not just money, but value, being valued and appreciated. If there's somebody around you who is not appreciating you and valuing you, it may be having a detrimental effect and impact upon your career, upon your money. Have a look at that. The Lovers also talks about making a decision from the heart, not the head. So we want to get into the heart space and allow this help to come through. This could equally be your partner helping you. All right. The Lovers often talks about the romantic part of a relationship, but for some of you, this can be to do with a divorce. Bottom of the deck, I've got the Hermit, which is the Virgo card with the World. So I'm going to take that because for some of you, you are in that in-between of coming out of a relationship. Doesn't necessarily mean marriage and divorce, but perhaps, you know, you've been living with somebody or you've had a relationship that has been draining you, has been impacting your career or your finances, and it's time for you to go back being on your own. All right. The Hermit can often talk about being single for a while. Okay. And the World, I mean, we've got the World and the Fool and the Wheel of Fortune. This is all destined and meant to be. Something is ending, wants to end, so that the new beginning can come in. The Exhaustion, we've got the World on the time for a nap. All right. It's time for you to bring your world into balance. We've got 4 major arcana cards here in a row. So this clarification is very strong. Okay, for those of you who don't know the tarot very well, the major arcana cards talk about the significant big things in our life, whereas the minor arcana talk about the day-to-day nitty-gritty. When we get 4 in a row like this of the majors, this is saying this is a massive, important time for you. So we want to allow the wheel to turn. We're making decisions from the heart. We're bringing our attention into ourselves and saying, what is right for me? What is right for Virgo? Hold on. All right. So it's lovely to consider other people. And we are considerate and we are giving. But when it's at our detriment and it's hurting us because we're putting other people's needs before our own, then it's time for that to go. That's what needs to be chopped out. We have this big shift here. Okay, I mean, it's just after Virgo season, this middle of October through to the middle of November. So, you know, this is our kind of first month after our birthday. It's kind of, right, what are we doing to create the abundance, the financial prosperity that we want for the next 12 months? You're moving into a new time here. All right, something is needed to shift. We've got the King of Swords. That can be a lawyer. We've got the Four of Wands again, touching the other Four of Wands, so that's a strong message about home. We've got the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so Virgo, King of Swords can be a lawyer, a mentor, an expert, a boss who is helping you to move forward. This Ace Ace of Cups with the Four of Wands. This can absolutely be a new home for many of you, but this can be a new job, a new beginning that is happier. All right, we've got the Queen of Wands with the Queen of Cups and the Sun. This is a lovely combination of using your heart and your assertive, dynamic, go-getting, energized, I'm making this happen. I am making this happen. So this shift, although I was saying at the beginning that we're really going to start to see the rewards come next March, April, which we are, all right? Whatever this is now wants to happen in the next month to 6 weeks. And then you're going to find the momentum building over the next 4 to 6 months. It's going to grow, it's going to build, it's going to strengthen. So this is the time now to move things into, they're showing me a chessboard, moving the pieces into the place where they need to be. And then it's going to move forward really, really well. Okay? All right, I want to look at what are the challenges. What are the challenges for Virgo? So we can see, obviously, with the Five of Swords and the Devil, that's a challenge. So we've got to overcome that by getting some rest. We've also got the Tower as a challenge. And so this shift could be happening quite quickly. The Six of Cups and Justice. All right. Now, these are the challenges for you. Sorry, I'm a bit croaky this morning. It's first thing. My voice hasn't warmed up yet. Okay, so the Tower is sudden sweeping change. It may be unexpected, but it is meant to be, all right? When you can see the World, the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune. So the challenge can be with the Tower here that it all just happens overnight. You may be umming and ahhing about changing your job for ages, and it's, you know, you've been looking and nothing's happening, and then all of a sudden you get laid off and it's like, oh crap, now it has to happen. It can be that you're planning on selling the house and then all of a sudden you get an offer and, oh, I'm not ready. So that can be a challenge that it happens quite quickly. All right. Now, the Six of Cups being in the challenge position is about nostalgia and people from the past and family and soul energy. So am I listening to my soul? Am I listening to my heart? Or am I like listening to other people? Right? Am I allowing influence from around me, from my family, from my kids, from friends I've known since I was a kid? Oh, you shouldn't be doing that. Oh, what are you doing that for? Oh, stay where you are. People can be, they're doing it out of love. They're doing it because they think that perhaps you're making a mistake, or, you know, in their world it would be a mistake, but you don't live in their world, you live in yours. So potentially there can be other people saying to you, you know, that you shouldn't do it, or that you shouldn't do it now when you're not quite ready. Just be aware of those challenges coming in. And the Justice card, those scales wanting to balance, that's the challenge for you. Can I balance those scales? Can I balance my life? If this is a legal matter, which Justice often talks about, legal matters like divorce, financial settlements, buying and selling a home, a new contract for a job, that this can all happen quite quickly and quite suddenly, and you may feel you're not ready. But it's in the challenge position, so just kind of hold it and say, right, if things happen quickly, I'm just going to trust that it is meant to be and that I am moving forward. And so let's look at the outcome then. Let's look at the outcome. So what's the outcome for my Virgos then of all of this for money and career, please? What's the outcome? I just want one. The Ring. Okay. This is a gift. This shift and change is a gift. The Ring can talk about marriage, engagements, proposals, and that can be a business proposal. It's not necessarily just romantic. But this card, the energy, this is the Lenormand deck, by the way. The energy of this is about, this is a gift that is being brought to you. So anything that feels stuck or hairy, scary, or is happening too soon, just trust that this is a gift that is meant to happen. We have the Sun, we have the Fool, we have the World. We need to allow this, let go and let God. All right. I talk about allowing a lot in my book. Link below if you're interested in that. The more we can get out of our own way and let life guide us, let the universe guide us, let our heart and soul guide us, the better life works for us. All right. So let's finish off with an angel card. I don't know how these tarot readers cope when they've got nails like talons. I'm struggling with these to pick up the cards. Alrighty. Final message from the angels, please, my lovelies. Thank you for my beautiful Virgos. Final message from the angels. Energy. See, we've talked about the energy. You need the energy. You need to rest. All right. You can also re-energize yourself from the universe. I do this quite often. If I feel tired, I will usually just try and go to bed very, very early. I was in bed last night at 9 o'clock because I was tired. And I woke up this morning full of beans. Happy days. Other times I will plug myself into the battery of the universe. I will literally imagine that light coming down and energizing me. They're just showing me the image of on Star Trek, you know, when they stand on those, you know, beam me up, beam me down kind of, what was that called? Transporter, was it? I don't know. And the light would come down and they would, yeah, that's what I'm seeing anyway. So allow this, the magic and the sparkle of the energy from the universe to pour down and upon you, and trust that you are now stepping from the old world into the new world over the next 4 to 6 weeks. All right. Okay, Virgo, that is what I have for you. Sorry, I'm a bit croaky this morning. And I hope it was helpful. If it was, give it a like, a share, and all that lovely good stuff. I'll be back at the end of the month-ish with your November general tarot guidance. I hope this has been helpful. The aim of my readings is always to help, inform, inspire, and uplift. And I hope it has done that. So have a blessed day, week, couple of weeks, and I'll see you next time. You take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.